What's up, guys? How you doing? So we are here doing another live stream. It's been a busy week. I had a lot of stuff to do, but it's been good. It's been productive. It's definitely been productive. But I'm glad I was able to finish what I was able to do. You guys will probably see that stuff on the next hunt video. But I'm just happy it's done and over with. I'm good. But we had quite the hunt the past week or so. It's been good. We found a lot of new stuff that I can hold out on. I'm being very patient on it. But there are some crazy things going on, especially at Target with some of their tagging and stuff. And I'll kind of go over that with the next hunt video and maybe a little bit here, but we'll see. But guys, welcome. Thank you for stopping by for the live stream. That's really awesome of you. Some of you already had put some comments in the chat, which is great. We'll just go over that. Mark Rose, if you're still here, how you doing? Relatable Figs, how you doing? Kiwi Collector, thanks for stopping by, man. Rolando, what's going on, man? How you doing? Uh, it's it's been it's been good. We had a great Legions Con last week. If you guys followed the live stream last week, it was amazing. But it's coming to the end of the year. Toy shows are still going. There's still a lot more toy shows in New Jersey, some in Pennsylvania, but we're done for the year. I don't think my next toy show won't be until like February or March, and that will be ZoloCon, which is the annual one that happens here over in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So toy shows are done. We're good. We've spent enough money already, so we're trying to recuperate. Considering a lot of the pre-orders are kicking in, which if you saw my latest review on that Venom 3-pack, I love it and hate it at the same time. So if you guys want to check that out, go right ahead and do so. But we have a few things on the table. Just some things we're going to open up that I recently had on my hunt. If you saw that, then you'll kind of know what's going on. I do plan on doing a little bit of painting by the end of the show, so it will do with some of the diorama that I was doing, as well as the a Mythic Legion that I wanted to try and paint a bit. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Of course, with my itinerary for any live, we'll go over some of the new toy news that happened. But I want to throw in a little bit of some of the deals or sales that's been going on throughout the internet. So some things that you might want to capitalize on. I know I'll probably jump on some of it. It all varies. And possibly any upcoming pre-orders announcements that have been made. So we'll go over that. That way we can be up to date, at least to the best of my ability. We'll be up to date for it. Who else has jumped in? Four Feathers. How you doing, man? Dude, that looked fantastic. What looked fantastic? I'm not sure what that is. But let's see. So let's jump into toy news first. Let's see if I can share my screen. And I do have, I wrote notes because I know the last time I did this, I missed a lot of stuff and I wasn't aware of some items. And I normally, of course, you guys know I jump on the Toy Arc, and I wanted to see if I can catch up on everything, but I didn't. So writing notes definitely helps me. Crazy sideshow deals. Yes, there are. What is it? The buy one get one half off on a lot of Hot Toys. My God, I had to hold off. I really did. So let's see, sharing screen. Let's see, here we go. So let's start with, I feel like this should not be the latest one, but I have it on my list. We'll start off with McFarlane Toys, just because it's right there in front of me. McFarlane Toys, they teased out the DC Multiverse Arkham City Riddler, which is cool because I do like the style of this Riddler, so it's not bad. I am curious at how it's going to be released, just because the the more recent Arkham City just came out, the Solomon Grundy wave. So, and of course, with that wave, we got what? Batman, Catwoman, Penguin, and Ra's al Ghul. They were just released, and I did find that in my local Target. So I had seen them, except for the Catwoman. The Catwoman wasn't there. Someone bought that Catwoman, or hid that Catwoman, either one. So I did see it. So this Riddler is going to come into another wave. That's the only assumption I'm going to have with that. So he's going to keep it going with it. It's going to be pretty cool. It is not one I'm collecting. The Solomon Grundy is actually really cool. I do like that Build-A-Figure, but I don't think I will be grabbing onto that unless it's on clearance, because most of my McFarlane pickups have been on clearance. So it's just being patient and waiting to see if it's going to still be available. I mean, look at McFarlane. There's always clearance everywhere, especially at GameStop. GameStop has a ton of clearance. And outside of that, there also was, I think it's on this page. Yeah, Deadman. Deadman was announced. Looks really good. I'm glad they're kind of adding on more B-list, C-list characters for the DC Multiverse line. So I'm glad to see it. And of course, it's a classic costume. It's really nice to see that. Let's see. Kiwi Collector. Yes, Legions Con was amazing. A very intimate toy show for that Mythic Legions community. Is great. Mars Bars, how you doing, man? Black Knight, what's going on? But with Deadman, I wonder if they have more pictures than this. It has some really cool accessories with it. I think we went over Aquaman last week because it's part of that year-long Build-A-Figure at Target, because it is a Target exclusive. So they're, for Aquaman, they're doing Cyborg for the Flashpoint Cyborg. So once again, just like the Starro Build-A-Figure, it's going to be a whole year-long collection right there. But with Deadman, look at this. This is really cool effects. I really do like that. So it's always nice to see with McFarlane doing some unique effects. And I believe Deadman is a Target exclusive for the Gold Label collection. So pretty cool, not bad. Don't know if I'll get my hands on it, but we'll see. I'm very selective with McFarlane toys. And then they also had an announcement, and I believe maybe it's on the next page. There we go. There it is. The McFarlane Toys accessory pack. How crazy is this? So this is the accessory pack number 2. $14.99 for how many weapons? 17 pieces. 17 weapons here. Look at this. This is nice. These are all the weapons that all of the characters are missing that would require weapons. So not bad. They look good. But of course, these are 7-inch scales. Some of them do work on 6-inch scale figures. It's nice to see. But look at the variety. You got some weird space age weapons, some typical handguns, and some rifles going on. They all look good. Very, very nice. I think with my She-Spawn, I think I have my fair share of weapons. So there's quite a bit that she came with. But this additional accessories, that's really nice. So $15, that's not bad. That's really good. Four Feathers, yes. It's good to see that. Disavowed Action Figures, how are you doing, sir? And what else was on my list? Oh, yes, I know it was. The one I missed the most, which is Marvel Legends. Here it is. I completely forgot about this last week. This was the Puff Adder Build-A-Figure. I'm torn on this because I'm now very selective with Marvel Legends. I don't know how I really feel about this. I feel like I just want that Extremis Iron Man, and maybe Baron, not Baron, oh yeah, Baron von Strucker. Those two might be the only ones I want. I love the Extremis armor because I think it was the first Civil War comic book. I love that armor. It was one of my favorites. And of course, Baron von Strucker, villain. Always adding on to the villains is nice. The other characters, I don't care much for it. Even Yelena, I probably would have bought Yelena, but it's not even on the new female body. That female body, the new female body, spoiled me. Like every female moving forward should be on the new female body. And it's just a shame for an assassin figure that doesn't have the range of movement. I don't know. I just don't see how that works anymore. I mean, here's an image of it. You can see right off the bat, single jointed elbow right there. And of course, pin knees, which the pin knees for females were always gummy. And that's what I'm afraid of. The weapons are great because the weapons are just like the that Black Widow exclusive, the Target exclusive. So it's not bad. Some new ones in there, but it's cool to see. But here, the Extremis armor, I love that. That looks awesome. I can't really tell. Like, there's no waist swivel or ab crunch to it, which they should have done it. They really should. I know the diaphragm joint's going to help, but look, you can also see marbling all over this thing. It's crazy. But that's the only accessories too. Just the fisted hands and the open palm hands for the effects. Although I still just love that armor. That's the thing. And here, Von Strucker, that looks great. I can't remember. Did he have particular powers? Tim, you would know that because he's got those effects on there, and I can't remember. Brian got Deathstorm today to finish the Blackest Night. Oh, nice. Very nice. I have not seen the Atrocitus wave at all. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. I was very much considering that because Atrocitus is an awesome character. Strucker, take my money. Bath yeah. Because Puff Adder, I barely know most or any of the Serpent Society. So when they said Puff Adder, I was like, who is that? I have no idea who Puff Adder is until I saw it. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't even know what body that is. And I'm sure it's a larger figure. I mean, look at the size of the arms and legs. I mean, for Von Strucker, the leg is half the body. Molecule Man considered. Yeah, I can see that too for myself. But I'm on a wait for clearance type of sale for them. Me too, I don't care for the Beth, and I only want 3 out of this wave. Yeah. Orb on clearance, Original Sin series. That's right. Original Sin. God, it's been a long time since that story came out. All I want is Cap and Puff Adder. Yeah. Long game for these. And you know what? That's how I feel with this controller wave. Which, all right, you guys would have to answer this question for me. Every target I've been to, let's just say 5 different targets in my area, all of the controller wave peg hooks are gone, including the figures. And my targets used to have all of the figures from the controller wave. So Blue Marvel and Thor and Quake. Who am I missing? Iron Man. They were all sitting on the pegs. Now all of the controller wave pegs are gone. And I have no idea what they did. It's like they're changing the reset and they added more tags to the shelf, but all those pegs are gone and they didn't replace them with anything else. So I don't know what Target's doing with them. I don't know if they put them in the back because there's no home for them on the shelf anymore. But if you go to Target again, you'll notice all of it's gone. And I don't know why. Fabulous Disaster. What's going on, man? That glove was his power, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, that makes sense. Laser Pants. How you doing, sir? Caliban body. Yes. That's it. That's what I completely forgot about that. You are right. That is the Caliban body. Just wait for Target clearance on these figures. Yes, I think I will. I mean, as much as I'm more so a comic character collector for Legends now, I'm not going to be interested in the C or D list characters that I'm not familiar with. They look good, yes. Wonder Man, I hate this. There's just a part of me that's like, that's not my Wonder Man. It is West Coast Avengers. It definitely screams that to me, and I do remember this image of him in the comics, but I never liked it at all. I'm perfectly fine with the Wonder Man that they had previously. I can't jump on board with this. It is not my Wonder Man. I don't know what you guys feel about that. It's so weird looking. That jacket is just I'm sure it's accurate, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. Four Feather. My Target had the whole control wave, but they were all figure swap. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Next time Amazon put the Bratz on. Yeah, right. Because, Laser Pants is sponsored by Bratz, apparently. My Targets shoved them all on end caps, out of sight, out of mind. Really? So at least yours are on end caps. All the stores I went to, they're all gone. Either it's been sold or they put them away because there's no home for them anymore. Okay, so the other toy news, which, geez, I don't even know. Well, you know what? Let's see if I can search it. Let's see. I'll probably go on Instagram and search today's news. Today's news from Toy Shiz. Toy Shiz. He announced a wonderful looking figure. Let's bring that back up. Iceman. Good Lord. When I saw this Iceman first, I didn't even realize it was Diamond Select. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh my God, look at this Iceman. It's this bluish translucent figure with like different options to play with. I'm not a Diamond Select collector. I barely even have Diamond Select figures, but my gosh, this looks really good. And unfortunately, with Diamond Select, it's not going to scale with Marvel Legends. That's the problem with it. It's going to suck. Fig swap for sure. There's probably in the back making room for Fig. Yeah, I know. That's my thought on it as well. Iceman looks sick, like glass. Exactly. That's how I thought too. It looks good. And it comes with different options, like the different belts. Like this belt is classic X Factor, including the head sculpt. And then, bam, look at that. Different belt, different head sculpt. Let's see if I can just zoom in there for you. That like hairstyle head sculpt. And you can see it's another belt. The X-Men belt. And this, unfortunately, that's the main reason that I want to buy it. Just to use that ice slide for a Marvel Legend. That's awesome. I wonder if it's going to be one whole piece or it's like you got to connect them together. Because, well, you know what? It's probably one whole piece. Because the Diamond Select boxes, they're huge to begin with. So I'm very curious as to what other accessories is going to be in there. Because Toy Shiz did mention that there are other accessories that will be in this figure set. So for the fact that they're going to have this ice slide and Diamond Select's price point is $30, I will gladly take the accessories and this ice slide for that price. It's really good. Yes, sir. Yep. If they did Sue Storm in that form. Yeah, you are right. They can definitely do that. I forgot about that. That is, I have that Sue Storm too. That looks so good. Really, really nice. Let's see. So that was the biggest toy news for today. I don't think I'm missing anything else from that. But I know what else happened. Valaverse. Bobby sent out a newsletter that like the special deployment series should be arriving by December or November or sometime this month, I believe, which is great because I know that's comes closer to wave 3 of the female wave. And I know he already announced that that's not going to ship until after January 2nd or 3rd. So I'm more than happy to wait for wave 3 after Christmas. Perfectly fine. If you don't know in terms of Valaverse, let me see if I can bring that up. I'm excited for those figures. But I know some might not be into it, but I know Action Force is one of my favorite lines. Let's see, store, products, and figures. So what was it? There's wave 3. Cannot wait for that wave. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna love that. But the special deployment series, which was actually really cool of Bobby to kind of reissue some of these figures and also include 2 new characters as well, or 3, I should say. Is it 3? Yeah, the new Steel Brigade. I forgot his name. Blowback, new character. Heavy weapons gear Steel Brigade, and what is this guy? Swarm Sentry. This gold color Swarm Sentry. So those are actually coming in soon, unless I'm mistaken. I think that's what the newsletter said. So that's also a good piece of news if you are a Action Force collector or you actually pre-ordered some of these. This is actually really cool to hear that you should be seeing this before the end of the year. Let's see. All right, so I think that's pretty much the toy news that I'm aware of. I hope I really didn't miss anything. But I know, let's see. Oh, so when it comes to deals or sales, I'm always looking out for them. I'm always trying to find some of the best deals going on because you know how Amazon is currently doing a lot of sales with those coupons. So, and it's crazy too. Some of those that you want to get your hands on, and that coupon makes it better. Definitely makes it better. Because I know with Amazon, let's see, with Amazon, they've had quite a few deals when it comes to Marvel Legends. Uh-oh, someone's in the chat. Jesus Christ. Uh let's see if I can pull up Amazon. And it's crazy seeing some of the sales that are going on. So Sarah, there's some of the pre-orders. $24.99. Well, I can't believe we're at that point, you know? Yeah, so like Mojo, they had Mojo there, and they were, I believe there was the coupon for like $14 off. The Venom 2-pack was like $13 off. It all varied, I think. And then oh yeah, Iron Spider. Let me see if that's even still. With a coupon. I don't see it anymore. Oh, maybe it's over. I don't know. Can't wait for the Valiverse Action Force Dorkside. Yeah, oh yeah, Dorkside also has that as well. And speaking of Dorkside, because Dorkside always has a lot of sales. Here we go. I would highly recommend checking Dorkside at least every day or every other day. They are constantly putting stuff up on sale, and Black Friday is right around the corner. I know Ryan, you mentioned this in our group chat, but it is, and I surprisingly I already do it. I constantly do it. I check it all the time. But there's always so many deals on Dorkside's website. I mean, look at that. There's the deluxe Boba Fett for only $20. It's funny because who is it? Oh yeah, Target restocked on it. Like every Target I've been to restocked on that Boba Fett. And of course it's like $30. Some of the 3 3/4. Look at it. As low as $3.99 or $7.50. That's crazy. And of course some McFarlane figures. If anyone's interested in them, I mean that's still good, more than half off. I know last time they had a lot of Marvel Legends on here and other Star Wars Black Series. But it's always cool to see. Definitely cool to see and find those deals. You never know. Oh, NJ Tree mentioned this one, the Playmates Last Ronin figure already for $20. That's crazy. Oh look, they put Leia for $13.99, and of course Darth Vader for $20. That Bo-Katan, $15. Now why do you think so? Dorkside will never have another sale after. They always have a sale. It doesn't matter what time of the year. I've always seen them do a sale. It's crazy. Let's see. What else? Oh, you know what I found? What was it? I think it was. There was a Canada website. They actually had some of the new GI Joe figures, like Zorana and Dusty. They had them for, I want to say $27 US, but then the shipping came to like $38 because it's Canada. It's like I was so close to ordering those figures, because $27 isn't that bad. It's more of a premium price, but you know that they're regularly $24.99 now. So $27 isn't so bad, but that shipping basically said no to me. I was like, nope, I can wait. I can wait for the figures because I'm not going to pay close to $40 on shipping for those two figures. Uh, I was being good. I was definitely being good. Oh, you know what I missed? I know what I missed. Where was it? Rectangular. Rectangular mentioned, well, it wasn't really Rectangular, but it was Dan Yoon. Dan Yoon mentioned that there is a pre-order that's coming soon. And that pre-order is going to be for Strife. But I just like Todd's predictions, Strife is more than likely going to be on a 5-pack, which of course more than likely is going to be X-Men related, considering this is Strife. Strife pre-order tomorrow, as per Dan Yoon on his Twitter. Man. And I think Rectangular also said that this is fan channel. So this was assumed to be an Amazon exclusive, but fan channel tells me that it should be all the other online retailers. Who knows? We could be wrong. It could just be for Strife, and there is no 5-pack. It's possible. But I'm expecting a 5-pack. I do want this Strife because I never had the Strife, and of course this is newer considering the fact that it's a pinless body now and a newer head sculpt. So I am definitely interested in making sure to pre-order this figure. Don't know where yet. It hasn't been announced, but I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow. So be prepared for that, because that's once again another pre-order. Oh, speaking of pre-orders, did anyone else get an email from Hasbro Pulse stating that their Serpentor is going to be ready to ship in the near future? Because I know that Serpentor is slated for December. So I'm going to hope that it comes maybe a little bit early, just because I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. I did watch quite a few of our other Canadian YouTubers do some reviews on it, and it looks amazing. So I'm very, very curious to hope that this pre-order comes soon, because I'm very much prepared financially for when it does hit. Let's see. Oh, I already said that. Laser Pants, why? Yes, sir. They announced it as fan channel, and it's a 5-pack. Okay. I'm going to be prepared for, what do you think a 5-pack is now? 140? 150? Can't really. Because I know with Amazon, I remember their 5-packs were like what, $100 or $120. So I can only imagine how much this 5-pack is going to be. Who knows? Well, that's it in regards to news that I'm fully aware of. I prefer a single box Strife. I need this, even though I have the TRU version. Ah, you have the TRU version. I wasn't collecting Legends when that wave was released in Toys R Us. So I learned about that wave while I was in the middle of collecting Marvel Legends. Didn't realize it. So that's cool that you have it. I'm not that. What was that? Like maybe early 2013, 14, maybe. Could be wrong. I have coffee here, so I need to stay awake. So what I have on the table was pretty much things that I picked up this past week and a half, I guess. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can stop sharing that. Cool. There you go. Was just going to ask if he was going to be in a 5-pack. If so, long game for you. Oh, I know how you feel. That weird Spidey 5-pack is 127. Okay. I think I can manage. I mean, if it's X-Men, it's an unfortunate rabbit hole anyway. So, what do we got? I got 3 items. Hell Witch that I recently got from Coffin Comics because I did have that pre-order. Been a long time for this to show up, but I'm glad I have it. I've always loved these comics when I was a kid, and that's crazy to say considering the content that Coffin Comics has produced. Got Hudson, courtesy of Disavowed Action Figures. So I'm glad I have a new Gargoyle. We have 3 more to go. Thank you, Disavowed. I appreciate it so much. And this guy, right in this box, I figured I'd open it and see what's all in the box. Sergeant Slaughter here. That was courtesy of BBTS for all of a sudden having it available to purchase and would ship. So I was able to just cancel my pre-order from Pulse because I'm not a Pulse member and I didn't want to pay for shipping, at least that much shipping versus the shipping that BBTS has to offer. So I gladly paid the price from BBTS and it showed up, I think, a week later. So that's awesome. And I have this Mythic Legions Barbarian because I want to do some painting on it. I want to do some dry brushing on it. I want to see how it's going to turn out because one of the things about it is, as much as I like the figure, the helmet, of course, is this gold bronze color, but everything else is a silver. It's a silver color. And I like the gold bronze color, but I want to add some gold or bronze to some of his armor, such as his pauldron. That pauldron is awesome looking. Look at that. And I think I want to add some gold onto his skirt as well. The leather loincloth part, I feel like we can do more of a brown on that one too. And of course, all the rivets and that you can easily paint all those. Those will look really good. But yeah, that's what I'm curious to see what I could do with that. Maybe I should have painted some of it black first so we can get that on the bottom and see how it is. Oh, you know what I forgot? I met up with Matt Rhodes. He helped me out with one of the Legions Con exclusives. And I was able to help him out with that NECA Flash Gordon 2-pack. So I met up with him today so I could give him his figure. And he surprised me with a bag full of 3D printed items for Mythic Legions. So I'm actually really, really thankful because now I can practice some of my painting skills on these. He provided me with a vampire head that looks really nice. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to practice because I have to practice on Ryan's 3D head as well. This ogre head looks really good. This fox head. So the fox head is different outside of the port for the neck joint. It's got these square pegs because it's supposed to be meant for like a hood, and I'll be able to use a hood from a different character. But that's really cool. That's really nice and very unique. Check out this frog head. I'm gonna have some wild looking Mythic Legions character. And what came with the frog head are some feet as well. So I can add that to it. Nice. I think I'm gonna need to buy like dwarf or goblin sized characters for the frog as an example, because this looks like fun to paint. I can't wait to do something like this. This is really cool. So yeah, I forgot all about that. For feathers, the pauldron looks awesome. Love to see what you do with the paint wise. I don't know. And if I mess it up, once again, I can just wash it. Did you get the Attack on Titan's Eren head for the figure body 0? I did not. I am not collecting Attack on Titan stuff. Love the show, but I am not doing that. It looks cool. It definitely looks cool, but I'm not gonna jump down that. I know you would. Definitely would. So let's see. Who's for the Hell Witch? Just because I think she's more minimal. And it's a little risque too. I don't know. I guess I should cover that up when I see that accessory. But Hell Witch is in the universe of Lady Death, so something to be prepared for. Oh yeah, yep. Check that out. We have her wings. Those are nicely painted too. That looks awesome. And of course, for the body, or the figure, I should say. So we got extra hands. We have like sea grip hands. And of course her necro sword. And the figure itself. Look at that. That looks awesome. And I think, yep, there's some ports right there on the back. So we'll try that out. And if you don't know, she does come with an additional accessory where you can, because it's held on by magnets. It's held on by magnets. So you can change out her chest. Yeah, you can change out her chest, because if you know the comics, you would understand that. And I popped it off already. So this is just a ball right there. And I'm going to assume it's something I should have heated up first, but it does go in pretty nicely. So luckily it's not, it's a harder plastic. So I don't think I'll stress it out, but inserting it into her back, definitely you want to go a little easy. You don't know how it's going to mess with it. But that's pretty cool. So you can maneuver the wings to an extent. It'll vary. Yeah, I'd eat them up. Yeah, I could have, yes, but I didn't. I still did it. So pretty cool. That's not bad. Let's see. So yeah, here's the other piece. I'm just covering it up. Just covering it up. I have others that may watch this video, but yes, there is an additional accessory to add on to her. So you have options. You definitely have options for that. But it's still cool. I never thought that would be in my collection, but it is. It definitely is in my collection now. But Hell Witch, so the character That will go great with my Lady Death. So I'm glad I was able to get this figure. Even though it took a bit for pre-order, I'm still happy with it. It's really, really nice. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let me just clean this because this is going to get in the way. What's next? Slaughter or Hudson? Let's see. First, need the other figures in this wave. If once they announce that, that's going to be awesome. I'm glad that the back of the box shows them, like La Muerta and Chaotica. Awesome to see that. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with that. Let's see. Never mind. Agreed. Can't wait for Purgatory, Red Sonja, and Vampirella. Yes, same here. Very much so. All right. Let's see. Hudson. Let's check out Hudson. And Hudson has been showing up at Walmart. The Walmarts I've been to, I haven't seen it, which is why I'm happy that Disavowed Action Figures surprisingly just found it. And he found 2, I think. So he got 1 for himself and 1 for me. So here is Hudson. Look at that. God, these look so good. NECA and their sculpts, unbelievable. I think they're working on them. I hope so. Because she's more popular than the others. So I really hope that they will. I was already surprised that they announced Billy Tucci's she. So if they move on to La Muerta next, that's going to be really cool. And there's already like a 1/6 scale figure of her, which I think is like the Fison body. So I'm very curious for Loose Collector to be able to do that figure. Oh God, there's gonna be, this guy is tied in here. So really cool to see all these additional hands. It's these open palm hands. These look like gripping hands, various gripping hands. And we have fisted hands. He's got a sword, a screaming head, which is awesome. And Jesus, this is... All right, there's still a lot of tape. My God. These wings are going to kill me. It's already one thing with Goliath and Demona with their wings. Alex Martinez, how you doing, man? I was surprised about she as well. I jumped on that one too. Yes, I highly agree. Let's see. Good Lord. Look at these wings. I mean, you got your 6-inch figure. And it's the same size. It's bigger than a 6-inch figure. But the sculpt and the paint on it, that is wild. That looks awesome. All right, since I'm not going to really mess with the wings, just because it'll take up so much space on this table, I'm not going to deal with it. But cutting him out of here, Jesus, there's so much. His like arms are all tied up. And his ankles. This is the only NECA line that I collect. I don't I do have an alien necromorph, but that's it. That's all I have. They tucked his fists inside the plastic, so now I just gotta. Okay, there we go. And then we have his tail. And well, if I change out his fist and the sword, well, you know what? Let's just check out the figure first, because this looks cool. You know what I'm gonna have to do, which I don't know when I'll have the time to do it. I would want to make some sort of recliner to have him sit in, because that would be a great accessory to have for Hudson. It would be awesome to have some sort of recliner or chair. Let's see, bendy wire, tail, which is God, you gotta heat this up. This so they painted over the peg. So of course me trying to drive it in here isn't working, and it took off the paint of the peg. So whatever, it is what it is. I know that's common for NECA. That's what it is. But this is nice. It's got a, oh look, it's ratcheted ankle joints, ankle ball joints. I've never seen that before. Or maybe it's because it's just hidden whenever you play with it. But Hudson looks really good. His neck is not going to go anywhere. It's just posed like that because you have this sculpt of hair right here that's going to block everything, especially if he has his wings on. So I can maneuver his neck a little bit, but it's still okay. It's still good. Double jointed elbows, knees. Well, knees is single joint. Knee is a single joint. But I guess it works out. Still looks really good. I like this Hudson. The sculpt is amazing. Looks really good. And let's see. Look at that. Wow. Look at that peg. That's all the way up there. That's nice. Brian, Carver Customs, how you doing, man? Join the stream at an awkward time. What part? Did a great job. The paint is awesome. There's actually some glossy paint around the eyes and the inside the mouth. It looks good. It probably goes the same for his regular stoic face. Not too bad. Looks really good. There's 2 winged characters, and I can't. There's no way I can put. If I put his wings on, it's definitely gonna put some. It's gonna take up too much space. Way too much space. Oh, putting the tail on. Okay, yeah. There's no way. Oh, cool. It's got a spot for a sword here. That's pretty cool. But look, the paint is awesome on this. This is nice. That elbow joint is nice too. That looks really good. Now it's more so about just making sure everything fits nicely. Yeah, the peg, I didn't even insert it all the way. It's still sticking out a bit. It's all right. I can manage. I can work with it. So let's put you here, and we'll put you down. Oh man. Slaughter. Slaughter I'm excited about. I will more than likely do a review on him just because I can do a comparison with the Valiverse. And this is my first plastic-free packaging for G.I. Joe. So let's see what we got going on here. Number 53 in the line. All the accessories it comes with, which is still very nice. Oh, I did notice there is the little mini G.I. Joe Slaughter right there. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. It comes in like these boxes. Oh, really cool. That's neat. No tissue paper. And look, this is like a case with like a key code on it. That's, you know, that's different. That's actually really nice to see something like this instead of just, you know, brown cardboard like with Marvel Legends. And let's see what's in here. So there is some tissue paper and cardboard. Really neat. Okay. Let's see. So the tissue paper, is it sealed? It is sealed. Wow, okay. Wow. All right. So here is the little minifigure. That is tiny. And I guess you can take it out because here's a backing of it. And you could take that figure out. That's pretty cool. I have mixed feelings on Hudson. Found him at local Walmart and passed him up thinking, oh, I'll grab him next time, never to see him again. You know what? I wouldn't worry about it. Because look at what happened with Demona and Bronx. I was so nervous trying to not be able to find them. And so I had other people help me out. And then next thing you know, yeah, it was a few months later, but they're all over my Targets. I can easily go to a Target and buy a Demona or a Bronx. Brad, what's going on, man? How you doing? Got to get Slaughter. Hope you celebrate. At BBTS, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I'm sure you could still pre-order it. That was back in early September. Was it really? Wow. Okay. And then all these hands. There's so many. There's a pair of gripping hands. And then the open, like, grab hands. And 2 pointing finger hands. And there's also like a scope and the magazine clip and his hat, all in that one bag. And of course, here is his whistle and baton, which they do all this work to tape it and cut out like a piece to form fit it inside of a piece of cardboard. That's crazy. What's in this one? This one, oh, these are his sunglasses. So it's taped up in there. And this must be the rifle, which you could probably just slide out. There you go. So the rifle Well, since I have it out, we could put in, I believe it's this way. Yep, there we go. And this kind of a scope thing, which I believe you just insert here, like so. It's cool. Love it. I love how they're like not Nerf weapons anymore. So that's really cool. Sunglasses. Is it like a hard? It's flexible, but there are the glasses right there. All right, how do I get you out? You have these ties on here. Oh man. Let's see, Brian. I'll get Kamakura when it comes back up later. I feel the same way. I can wait on Kamakura. I've just felt like, you know what? I know Kamakura had the same price as Sergeant Slaughter, but I was more invested with Sergeant Slaughter than Kamakura. So I'm hoping like during some sort of Christmas sale or Black Friday sale for Amazon that he comes around again and it's on sale, including like the Blue Ninjas. I hope that's the case because I would love to get my hands on them at some point and be able to, add to the collection. I just, because it was Amazon, I was just thinking like maybe at some point it'll go on sale, it'll come back, but I held off. So I hope soon that I get to see them again and it will be on sale. All right. I untied that. Wow. This figure looks amazing. Just right off the bat, it looks amazing. There. Oh, I thought there was some kind of like paint rub or blemish on there. But that is definitely an animated look of Sergeant Slaughter. I feel like he might, yep, he's still a little stiff. Oh. So it's nice that they have butterfly joints, but they're so minimal. It barely has any movement to it. It helps, but it's not enough. I wish there was more. But still cool. Sculpt looks really good. The hat. That's the back of it. Yep. Oh, that fits in very nicely. That's like a very form-fitting one. And the glasses, I don't even know if that's gonna fit properly. And I'll probably have to lift the hat up a bit because of where it sits with the glasses. Oh, there you go. That looks good. Yeah, it fits on there very nicely. Really cool. So with all the accessories and the price point of this, I guess you could say it's reasonable considering it's more deluxe. I mean, there's so many hands to this, and other accessories, but it's weird. It shouldn't have been a deluxe price because look at all the Joes that we've gotten so far that came with so many different accessories. I mean, look at all the Cobra officers, the Cobra Vipers, Cobra Troopers, Zartan, Firefly, the Alley Vipers, the Red Ninjas, hell, even like Snake Eyes. They had so many accessories. Not necessarily a lot of hands, but they had so many accessories and they were regular price. So for Slaughter, coming into this age of price increases, they made him into this deluxe figure, not necessarily exclusive, I would say. Yeah, fan channel exclusive. I can I can agree to the fact that it's a fan channel exclusive, but should it have been like the $35 price? No. Especially with these accessories. All the other Joes were regular price with just the same amount of accessories as this. That's the only gripe I have with the pricing of it. That's really the issue. What did I miss? Let's see. That minifig has a better carded design than the actual carded figures. It slides out. Yeah, right. Hasbro finally catching up to Valleyverse with multiple hands. Yeah, but more than likely, just for this Sergeant Slaughter. I doubt they will have any other extra hands for any other figures. And will these be compatible in terms of size with other Joes or Cobra? Maybe. I will try that out. But at least it's something, you know. I can't complain with the extra hands. Palpatine, what's going on, man? Princess, hope you are well. And yes, that Hudgens figure is sick. I have mine pre-order on BBTS. Don't know when it will be shipped. Probably in 2025. Probably. I know, right? It sucks when you pre-order something and all these stores get them first. It's crazy. Hell yeah, that looks good. Slaughter is amazing, and I dig new packaging. At least you won't get bow-legged limbs like in plastic bubble, and weapons slotted in cardboard won't get warped. Yeah, very true. Hasbro is just trying to use excuse to justify their price tag. Yeah, I know. It's definitely that time to like scale back on figures and characters, because with G.I. Joe also, I did scale back on some. I basically scaled back on a lot of the repaints for like, what is it? The exclusive Vipers. I forgot what they're called. I already forgot what they're called. The Target exclusive Vipers. I canceled those. I canceled a lot of them. Troopers, I canceled. I just saw them as like, at first I did pre-order because I was like, oh, G.I. Joe's, I'm definitely pre-ordering. But I came to the realizations like, I don't need it. I really don't need it. Well, he's got drop down hips too. That's awesome. That's really cool to see. But look at this. We got pinless knees. That's nice to see. But these might be what, Gung Ho's arms or Roadblock's arms? Just because, well, of course they're pins, so we'll see that. But really nice. I'm glad. I've always loved G.I. Joe's articulation, considering they have the ball jointed waist, which is amazing. I love that. And of course the ab crunch. They have the ab crunch going on. So really nice. Wish he came with a backpack. I don't know why. I like it. This Sarge, that is really cool. I like this a lot. Glad to have this version of Sergeant Slaughter in the G.I. Joe collection, even though I have the Valiverse one. I love the Valiverse one, but they're two different looks. So I'm still happy with them all. This looks great. I'm glad we have that. Let's see. I did get something in the mail. Thomas Brock, what's going on, man? Python Patrol, thank you. I canceled the Python Patrol stuff. Did you manage to get the Blue Ninja 2-pack? I did not. I didn't even pre-order it because I already knew what it was. And I'm like, I don't need it. Once again, it's like the colors, just repaints. And I understood, but I knew there was some uniqueness about it, but I just decided not to. And I'm not on the fence, but I'm taking the risk if Amazon gets more in stock, if they do, and they put it on sale sometime during this holiday season, I might pick it up then. Because the $45 price point for those two it's the regular price. I understand it, and they do come with a lot of accessories. But I told myself it's something I don't need right now. I'd rather get unique characters or new characters, and I could army build on troopers later, especially if they go on sale. So I decided not to pre-order that. Roadblock Arms, good. How do you like your Venom 3-pack? I love it and hate it because I love the fact that we got the 2 new Life Foundation characters. I love the Venom figure. The Omega Red body on that figure is awesome. The 2 head sculpts are awesome. They are very, very well done. But when it comes to Agony and Riot, Agony, I enjoy the fact that Agony is on the new female body. I hate how, I don't know what kind of neck hinge they used, but it's so gummy that I was afraid to peg the head sculpt in and turn it around. It was scary because I thought it might break, like it might stress out the neck peg too much. And then Riot, ugh. Look, I love that monster body, the monster Venom body, but it's the same body as Monster Venom, as the deluxe figure, and they did a crap job of painting it. And the head sculpt is goofy. It is. And the accessory, I don't think was executed very well. So it's nice to have Riot. It's just not a good Riot. So I'm still happy that I got it because I practically just finished the team, but I had there's a lot of shortcomings to it, and I was disappointed in the execution of the paint for Riot and Agony. That's where I stand on it. I got a Target box. I got it in Sunday, yeah, and I was actually happy that I got it in because you know how many times I had to reaffirm or reconfirm this pre-order. Oh, look at that. Look. That's cool. Outback. I always wanted this Outback. This is the Tiger Force. Yeah. Tiger Force Outback. See, I had the 3 3/4 O-ring Outback, this version, when I was a kid. So when they announced this one, I was happy. I was like, oh my God, it's that version. And I know they're doing the younger version, which is fine, but I'm extremely happy with this one. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I was able to constantly reconfirm my pre-order with Target, which it wasn't an issue for me, but it was just like, oh, okay, and thank goodness I did, because when I pre-ordered this, I pre-ordered it during one of their sales that was going on where it was like save 20% or 25% on anything, on action figures or on toys. I should say on toys. You know how Target always has those sales. So I made sure that it's like when this was available, I was like, oh, I can use that sale price on this pre-order, and it did. It worked. So I think I only paid like $15 for this, if I remember right, and I didn't cancel it because I was like, it's already for $15, not the $22.99 price that it was going to be for. So this is awesome. I'm glad I got it. It's really cool. Look at all the accessories. That's awesome. This huge backpack. All these tools. Here, all these tools here. This handgun, rifle. That looks cool. That looks really good. And that head sculpt looks amazing. And that Tiger Force map now. So I think this was what? This was the first Tiger Force that's been released. And I think some people have been finding Outback in stores. Oh, Ryan, you found Outback in Target, which is crazy. Wait, let's see. I still need hybrid. Hybrid. Oh yeah, you're right. Hybrid. I forgot all about that guy. I Dremel the inside of Agony's head to fit the bulk bag. Oh, did you really? Okay. Hope to find the Outback in store one day. Well, Ryan did. He's over in Washington, though. Brian, I don't remember where you are, but he's in Washington. And he found a whole damn case. Yep. Love this older version. It took a long time, like over a year for him to come, and several delay. Has it been over a year? Since it's been announced or since the pre-order? I feel like the pre-order was sometime in the spring. This is when the Life Foundation combined like Voltron. Yeah, I remember now. Y'all see the Marvel Amazing? I saw that. Is that the version 2? The version, it looks good. I'm not a Revoltech collector. I have one, which was given to me by NJ Tree. He gave me a Spider-Gwen. So I'm not too used to Revoltech, but when they do their poses on them, they look amazing. This is awesome. I'm not going to open this right now. I'm just happy I got Outback. Took a while for that to show up, considering the fact of all the confirmations. All right, let's see. Like I said, let's try and see what we can do with this Gladiator. This, even with painting the weapons, that would be actually really nice to see. So this, just to kind of give you a brief thing about Mythic Legions. Mythic Legions has a lot of army builder figures. The most recent wave that was released was called the Legion Builder Wave. And they had a set of characters that you can all army build from all the different races, the knights, everybody. Everybody was an army builder. And the Gladiator was a newer figure. I don't think they ever did a Gladiator figure before. So this is really cool. This is a whole new head sculpt too. Some of these, of course, reuse parts, bodies, like looks like 1.0. But it looks awesome. This is also new too. So I'm glad to see some new figures. But you can do so much with them. And with their army builder figures or Legion builder figures, they're done at the most minimal in production. It's just simple colors. There's not a lot of detail in the paint. So that's why you can do a lot of customization with Legion builders. It's all one color, as you can see. While if you bought like a regular character, there's so much color. There's so much detail in the paint. So that's the whole point with Legion builders. You can make them your own. You can decorate it the way you want to. Or you can just leave it as is. Because if you buy like 10 of these, they can all look uniform in the same color that they are. But if you were, wanting to make your own character, for example, you can easily do so with these Legion builders. And a lot of them are like fodder. There are a lot of figure fodder because a lot of the Mythic Legions community, they will create characters and make their own thing. So I was very curious to see if I can like paint a little bit of one and try my best at it. We'll see. So this is like a gold bronze color that I wanted to try to replicate on some of the armor, including this. So I want to dry brush this and see how it looks. It may look weird because maybe I should add some black to it and then dry brush some gold onto it. I think that's what I may do. And then hopefully within the time frame I could dry brush a gold afterwards. But take that out because it's just a simple peg in the back. And it would probably be easier if I took this whole thing apart, but I would have to heat it up in order to take all the pieces apart, including like the skirt piece. The skirt pieces would be really cool to paint as well. But I like I said, we'll try. We'll see what we can do. I had mine on order since earlier. Was it really? Wow, I can't believe it's been a year then. Legacy of Nerd, how you doing, man? Let's see. So yeah, let's just get some black. I'll paint it black first and see how it looks, because the black will bring out the bronze color that I have going. And I'm still curious. And I actually have another piece here that I can paint as well, because you can see that right there. I have a 3D printed fire hydrant because of that diorama that I was working on. I needed some accessories to add on to it. And here we go. We have a fire hydrant that I'm going to paint, so I can work on that as well. But let's see. Let's see if I can just start painting this thing black, and then we'll go from there. Because usually this acrylic paint dries pretty quickly. So look at that. I didn't even hesitate. I just started slopping on this paint. Because even with the skull, I would have to get all that black in there so it can actually get highlighted. The depth of the sculpting here can get highlighted. And I know that's what I wanted to do. So painting it black first would probably be the best thing to do. And again, this is all just amateur. I'm not like any professional. I'm just a collector that just wants to have fun with my figures. And if I could do some kind of customization or painting to it, I will do it, because I'm curious to see what I'm capable of. And I would love to just customize my own stuff. It's always fun when you can create your own things and be able to like showcase it. Look at that. Get underneath too, because I know some of this stuff shows. I know I'll get paint on my hands, but it's whatever. Sorry if my hand's blocking. Should have. Yeah. If I can just paint a lot of this black, this may dry in just in like maybe 10 minutes or so. And that will allow me to kind of just dry brush with that gold bronze just to see how it would look. Some of the eye sockets in the skull still need some more black paint, but we can get in there. So can let that dry a bit. We'll see. Look at that. It's dark as hell. Just leave it right there and see how that goes. It's probably the same with this, because I know with this, you don't need this one. Well, I got this from Cox Create on Instagram. He sent me quite a bit of 3D printed materials, which is really cool of him, because it was kind of like in trade of some flame effects. And I know I wanted to at least try to paint some items, and this is still really cool to see that. And I feel like adding a little bit of black first and then putting the red. And I have all various kinds of reds. Like there's this like flamenco red. Yeah, Four Feathers. This is just apple barrel. Yeah. And it's a matte. I don't really buy any gloss. But when it comes to painting when I start doing heads, when I start doing these guys, I really have to splurge on better paints, because I don't think these cheap paints are going to cut with doing these head sculpts, including Ryan's head sculpt. Because Ryan's head sculpt, I got to find the right like flesh tones and particular hair color in order to make it look good. I don't. Ryan, did you paint your own head, or the person who did the print, did they paint it for you? Because I don't remember. Just gonna paint a little bit of black just to kind of get some of the crevices inside, because I don't really need it that much, because most of this will just be red, and then I'm going to paint some silver colors for all the rivets that's going on inside on the outside of it. Go to a games workshop and get Citadel flesh tone paints. Yes, I was thinking that. Or Hobby Lobby. I was gonna go and check that out. There's a Hobby Lobby about, I want to say, a half hour away from me. It's the very first Hobby Lobby in my area. So I've always heard of Hobby Lobby from other people in the community, but I've never seen one before. And then a Hobby Lobby opened up maybe last year. And so, stupid me, I went to the Hobby Lobby on a Sunday and never realized that they don't open on Sundays. So I was kind of pissed off with myself that I didn't know that. So I'm always curious to see what to find in there, because I heard that they have a lot of stuff when it comes to model kits and paints. Of course, my wife will like it for all kinds of decor items. Wow, this is drying pretty quickly too. So get some of that black off in there. Skew Raider, they look great. Laser Pants. Oh yeah, his head sculpts. Yeah, they look really good. Look really good. Mark II Design painted one that he printed. Ah, okay. And I said, oh, Alex is gonna paint one for you. That's cool. Oh, no doubt, I get it. I got a Mythic Legions aftermarket custom skull head with ram horns. I want to paint from my army builder skeleton figure, and I know I gotta go with better paint. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna learn. There's always a ton of YouTube videos that I can learn how to paint. I have an elvish skin tone. Really? I wouldn't say that. Those sets are great. Which sets? The paint sets? Let's see. I think, where was that? Of course, I don't have the silver there. Oh. So any Mezco collectors out there? Did you guys get this? This came in last week. This was on my recent hunt video as well. I haven't opened it yet, but it looks really good. I was very excited for it. The only reason why I got this set, and I mentioned it in my hunt video, was because of the $40 coupon that they offered for this. And I think, what was it? It was only like it was $214, I think, was my remaining balance. But it's so late. This thing was delayed since, like, I think it was supposed to come out back in April or something. It's so delayed that there's a part of me that was like, I don't need this anymore, because the Pink Skulls Chaos Club came in like June, Yeah, we ordered that in June, and we got that, and I was just like, God damn it! Got 3 new skulls, and I still haven't gotten these black skulls in, and I still like it because it's because of the suited body. It's the suited bodies which I love, and you could easily put on some other Mezco heads or possibly some Marvel Legends heads. It all varies depending upon it, but once I open it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. But it was just like really disappointing that it came so late. So yeah, Ryan, you got it. That's I don't know how you like it. I think it's still pretty cool. I'm just surprised that it's been a while for that to show up. Even Bishop, I ordered Bishop. I want Bishop just because I have mostly outside of Rumble Society, I have all these X-Men characters from Mezco, which I love. I definitely love my X-Men characters from Mezco. And Bishop has been a long time wait for me right now. It has been over a year, I believe, for Bishop. So supposedly November to January is the release date for Bishop. But who knows? This is Mezco. We're we don't know what's going to happen. Oh man. It's cool, but they feel like Mezco took a step back in quality. The joints feel loose, especially in the legs. Oh wow. That's not good. But when I open mine, we'll see. Several Mezcos I have in pre-order. Yeah. It's funny because when it comes to Mezco, Bishop and Conan the Conqueror, that's the only 2 pre-orders I have left for Mezco. Outside of Sod Cutter, which hopefully ships soon because that's an in-stock item. Conan, I pre-ordered Conan back in January, and I know it supposedly had a release date of October, November, which is not going to happen, which it should happen because it's the same Conan, it's just different accessories. So I'm hoping it shows up. But there's a part of me that's like, oh man, I hope it doesn't show up because it's going to hit my credit card. But I'll still be prepared for it. It's just funny. I would love to have the Conan. It's going to be cool though. Bishop has been 18 months. No, it hasn't. Has it really? I thought it was last year. I thought I pre-ordered the thing last year. Conan is shipping very soon. It should. I know it should. I want my sod cutter though. I was hoping to get that thing by Halloween so I could take some Halloween pics with it, but it's not going to happen. Or it didn't happen. Do you feel Marvel Legends figures have taken a step back in terms of sculpt and paint apps compared to other lines? In my opinion, I don't think Marvel Legends has taken a step back in sculpt. Because look, they created the new female body. They have the new Vulcan body. Those are definite improvements in that they can easily utilize for future figures. Will they use it all the time? No. I mean, we've seen because some of the new pre-orders, they're still using some of the old bodies, which is fine. I understand reuse. Reuse is perfectly fine to me as long as it's done and given to us in a new way for newer characters, of course. The problem is you don't see it all the time and people get disappointed. It varies. Paint app wise, I don't know. Because the Venom 3-pack, if you watch my review video on it, it really pissed me off on how poor the paint was for Riot and Agony. There's 3 different pink colors on Agony, and Riot, the Riot's paint is terrible. That's how I feel with it. So, okay, I can just say, yeah, they've taken a step back in paint, but they're now using like the digital print on faces, not just on the MCU characters, but also on the comic characters, and they look great. They really do. And face sculpts really make or break the figure, at least in my opinion. Outside of articulation and sculpt, that face sculpt, will make you enjoy the figure more. At least that's how I feel. It will charge probably before November. We'll see. I got the Conan the Conqueror plus the accessory pack. Okay, you got the accessory pack. I didn't bother with the accessory pack. Crow and Escher. Well, I knew you wanted the Conan figure. I don't think you got the original one. So when this new pre-order came along, I figured you would jump on it. You're also waiting on the Crow. I didn't order the Crow. I would have loved to have gotten it, but I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I just felt as if I didn't need the a figure to represent it. Let's see. I need like a fan brush. I need to buy more paintbrushes. I need more fan brushes so I could try to paint a little bit better on this. I'm going to try this flamenco red because it's more of like a darker red for this fire hydrant. This is still a little wet. You can see that there. I wonder if I can kind of just remove some of it, like the thicker areas of it. But this dried fast as hell. Probably because it's on this resin, I guess. Oh, you did get the original one. Okay. Well, it was like figure of the year when for a lot of people. All right. I wonder. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, this fire hydrant is going to be utilized for the diorama that I have going, which if you guys never saw it before, here's the front of it. Or well, that's what I was doing. I was talking to the buyer, so because I wanted to know what kind of color door he wanted. So now that he got back to me, I know what color to make it. More of like a rust color. But here we're gonna make it. This is the window that I gotta just make here. But this is 2 feet long. This is 24 inches, so it's gonna be nice. It's not bad. And I worked a little bit on the sidewalk and the street as well, which kind of painted that too, just a little bit. It still needs a little bit of work. I need some yellow paint and things here to draw some lines going on. But some of the accessories, such as this one, is going to help bring the whole diorama to life. So I'm hoping I can finish this up for him and send it out. But stuff like this helps a lot. I tried to do street signs. It's a pain in the ass. And that's probably because I have a crappy printer. Street signs. That's tough. I don't really have the means to print out some good signs. I wish I did. I'd be printing out stuff left and right. But I wish I could have done something like that. Those sets of different multiple type brushes come in handy. I know. And Dollar Store has a lot of them because they're so cheap. But I want to make sure they're good brush, because some of the ones I got at the Dollar Store, they come out, they fall apart, and it's good for like 1 or 2 time use, and that's about it. How about Death Dealer door? It looks great, but I didn't need it. Conan, sure, I can happily have Conan represent on the shelf, but I didn't need Death Dealer. As good as it looks, I'm okay with it. Thank you, Four Feathers. So let's try. Oh, you know what? I need definitely need to fan that out. I don't want to. Let's see. It's so weird. Like, you know, the colors of an item, such as this fire hydrant. But then when it comes to painting, when it's time for me to paint it, it's kind of like, am I using the right colors? And I'm just like, I hope I'm using the right colors for it. But I know there's gonna be some rust colors as well. But I wanted just to have a good base, just so it could look okay. And then of course with I need some silver on here for all the different rivets that is sculpted on this 3D print. I purposely made some areas thicker because I think the black is just going to help bring out the red that you know over time stuff deteriorates. The weather will deteriorate metal. So having a little bit of that black and darker reds in there, I feel as if can help liven this up a bit. But I'm glad I get to do this. I think this is why I kind of utilize my live streams to be able to talk to you guys and do some of my work. I can do some of my work, get some of this stuff done, because God knows that I have so much to do during the day. I do so many errands and stuff around the house. It's unbelievable. This ASOS hunters, how are you guys? Black Panther thoughts. I'm sorry, man. I haven't seen the movie yet. I have not seen the movie yet. I don't even know when I can see the movie. I wish I could just go and see the movie, like do like a 1 o'clock show, or hell, even an 11 a.m. show, just to get out of the house, watch the movie, and then be home in time to pick up my kids. I hear it's great. I hear it's emotional, and I am not shy from saying that I can easily cry over an emotional part of the movie. So if it gets to me like that, it gets to me like that. I it will if it happens, it happens. But I'm gonna assume you guys watched it, Sal or Braulio. I don't know who's under the ESOS Hunters. I don't know which one, but yeah, I would love to go see the movie sooner than later. So I'm not sure when that will happen. I hope you guys were able to watch the movie. I know some of my friends had already seen it, and they enjoyed it. I did cry because you left me. You left me. That's the difference. All right. There is that, and then we'll add some silver. So of course, where's my silver? That's what's going to kill me if I have to get up and look for it. So I have a huge container of paints right here. this is where I'm always looking for something. Hey, I found the silver right away. So I can use the silver and maybe like a dark gray. Yeah, we can use a dark gray. That'll help too. All right. Luckily, that didn't take too long. Big difference, looking great. Yeah, I think so too. I appreciate that. So it looks more weathered. That black kind of helps it look a little bit more weathered. And I can darken a little bit more areas in red, but I think that's pretty good. And if I do, I'll figure that out. I wish I'd looked at a fire hydrant picture so I could see exactly what it looks like. Let's see. God damn it. You're still just too wet. And I know what it is. I'm sure it's the plastic that is yeah, let's see. Okay. So let's do, well, you know what? I'm going to do this gray and then with a touch of silver too. That's a lot of, it is a lot of paint. I accumulated a lot of paint. And, you know, my kids use it too, because these are like 50 cents. Oh, no, they're like 54 cents now. But comes in handy. Black base layer helps bring out the detail after you got it. Yes, that's the reason why I did it, because I knew if I just did solid red, it's going to be more difficult for me to kind of add more weathering to it. So I figured the black will help as an underlayer. Let's see if I take, so I'm going to use a more finer brush, which hopefully if I do some of the silver, I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to just try it and see how that actually looks. Like if I utilize, yeah, I think the silver will be a good touch to it, and then I could weather it more so it doesn't look too shiny. Or add some of the like the flat gray. And of course, if I just touch all the rivets, I think that'll, yeah, I think that'll work. I'll do some homework and look at some fire hydrant pics just so I can get the color the right way. But I know this will definitely help kind of put some contrast. Oh, glad I'm able to paint again. It's been a while, right? what's it been? It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've actually like painted on live stream again. So this actually this can be therapeutic, right? Apple Bar stuff is affordable, doesn't break the bank. Yes, I was interested in this blood paint for some of my heart figs. Oh, that's cool. It was a pricey. And that's probably like what, Vallejo paints or Citadel paints? So there's definitely a little bit of shine to it, but there can be some weathering that will work. Oh, there's more underneath. Could probably get to that too. Let's see. Let's see if I can work on this, because this was one of the main things that I wanted to do. And it's funny how, let's see, you know what? Let's get this bronze and see how it turns out. Ooh, that is a metallic looking color. And I just need a drop, because once I start dry brushing, there we go. How's that look? Looks pretty good to me. It's pretty close in color. It's more gold looking than a bronze color, but the black helps. It does help a bit. I'm missing an area too. Of course, it's right back here. Let's see. Cool. Yep. Not bad. It looks good. Now, what do you think? You think I should at least paint his arm and his gauntlet and his glove, this gauntlet here, similar to this? Because then there's definitely some areas of paint that you can provide in certain spots. So of course I would paint this whole thing black and do the same exact thing that I did with this. I mean, look at all the crevices here that the black can get into. And then when you start, dry brushing it gold, it's definitely going to look pretty good in that. I think it's worth a shot. But I do like how that looks. It's definitely different. You could definitely all the rivets in here. You could probably add touches of silver. That might help it a bit too. So it's not just one solid color. But I think maybe doing the whole arm in this color, that might work really nice. It's possible. Just gonna say it's been a while since you did something. I know, right? It's not really a tutorial. It's just if you pick up anything from it, that's awesome. I'm just having fun with it. That's really all it is. Pauldron looks excellent. Really adds some depth. I know that was the whole point of making sure I painted it black. That's the only reason. It would look awesome. Up to you though. The helmet too, and it would be killer. If not the whole helmet, give it a dry brush. Right. It's funny because I guess in order to match better with this, paint this whole thing black and then dry brush again. Because look at they sculpted a lot to show weathering in the iron or metal that it's in it. So it's possible. And look, this where the eye is, this whole area here, I could easily like paint that a whole different color too. So it's definitely possible. This whole channel here, it can all be different colors. It I don't know. It's just throwing out ideas. But I'm glad I was able to do something like this. This is still really cool to see that I can be able to paint something like that. Pauldron really showed the differences paint makes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to do something like this. I don't think I never painted anything for Mythic Legions. So again, with Legion builders, as simple as the paint is, you can definitely make it your own and do some painting. Do you collect any of the X? No, is it pronounced Cesare Studios? What was it? The combatants. The combatants look awesome. I'm more interested in getting the females. I had an opportunity to possibly buy some of the male figures, but I I wanted the female ones just because I don't have any female legions that I know that they would go awesome with. And I know they would go so well with something like that. It would really look good. Let's see. Yeah, that really brightens it up. And I think if I just added maybe some black over that, but I'll mess around with it. I got to look at some fire hydrant pictures because I know these circle areas are probably certain colors, but I'll mess with it. I got to figure that out. Just got the female wave. They're awesome and great additions. So that's good. I missed out on it. I was more hesitant because I didn't know much about it. But now that people are getting their hands on it, I can see how good they are. So I am interested in seeing more of it. Let's see. I actually have. I don't think I'll use that. Let me just use a different brush. One more thing. Still, since I have some of the silver, why not paint this sword? It's already in a black or in a weird gunmetal color for the plastic. So why not just paint some of it? Laid it on really thick there. There's a lot of sculpt in this. I'm sure I could give it some other colors as well. But I wanted to at least get the sword part in this silver color. And then it's just going to be like a weird dry brush because you're going to have multiple layers for this because the plastic is rubbing. It will allow the paint to just slide or glide off of it. So I will definitely need to do multiple layers. But having the first layer, I can mess around with it and then work from there. Yep, and then I'll paint the handle as something different. But at least this is a start. Definitely a start. Glad I could be able to work with this, play around with it. 5K Toys had them. Yeah, I know they did. Other online retailers had them as well, but I just figured I'd just hold out. 5K sold out on them. I think Empire Toys sold out on them as well. Maybe they'll do a restock. If they don't, I'm fine. It's not an issue. Cool. I can mess with that. At least that's good to go. I'm glad I got to do this. This is really good. It's 11 now. We're a little past 11. So I'm at my 2-hour mark, or a little bit past the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm glad you guys were here to kind of share this with me. This is always fun unboxing some toys. And I was able to do a little painting session. So I'm glad I was able to do that. So thank you guys for sharing it with me. I appreciate you guys being here. But that's it. I know I'll have another review tomorrow. I forgot who it's going to be of. I don't remember. Probably Mythic Legion's character that I have ready to go. But wait, was it? I might be that Gladiator figure. Jeez. I think I'm going to have a review on that Gladiator figure tomorrow. And then I'll have another one of the unknown one. But I should have a hunt video out by the end of this week. So I'm going to have that out soon. And oh, you know what? I'm going to New York this weekend because I have a show that I'm going to go see. My sister got us tickets. So I'll be in New York this weekend. Who knows? I might stop by that Japanese market again. Or I might stop by Midtown Comics. I'm not too sure yet. It all depends on the time, how much time we have to spend in New York. But yeah, I'll try to get some more videos out. But that's it, guys. Make sure to jump on Instagram. You guys can always reach me on Instagram because I'm always doing a lot of stuff on there, especially taking some pictures. And if you guys aren't subscribed, by all means, subscribe if you're new. Help me out in trying to reach the 4,000 subscriber goal. We're almost there. It's been flip-flopping from like 2 to 4 every now and then. It's crazy. But we're almost there. I'm hoping to do a giveaway at some point, but I'm glad I'm able to reach the 4,000 subscribers. But thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit the like. Of course, if you can, comment after the video. Let me know how things went. I appreciate everyone leaving comments in the chat. It's always been fun to read them and engage with you guys. But guys, thanks again. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you on the next hunt.